New topic, solutions. First, we'll see some examples for solutions. Don't write, listen. Salt in water. Some salt is dissolved in water. It gives a solution. Even sugar in water. Glucose in water. So these we can call solutions. Sand in water. Is it solution? No. Sand not dissolves in water. So it is not a solution. So here the adding substance must be dissolved completely. That's we are calling a solution. Suppose salt, sugar mixture we are taking in water. So even this is also a solution. So here, listen, what is the definition of solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substance or two or more non-reacting substance. It is called a solution. So these two should not react. Salt and water, they are not reacting. It is not forming any new compound. See, salt is test how it's salty test, right? When you dissolve in water, still it is in salty test only. So it here not formed any new substances. Sugar in solid form, sweet in taste. When sugar is dissolved in water, still it is sweet in taste. Means here there is no new substance is formed. For example, um, something compound, carbon dioxide, we pass it to water, it forming H2CO3. So this is we can call new compound. Sulfur dioxide, when you are taking in water, it forms sulfurous acid. This is new compounds. But solution means it is a mixture of two or more non-reacting substances. It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more non-reacting substances. That is called solution. Okay. Here solutions are classified into two types majorly. One is binary solution, another one ternary solution. Binary solution means a solution contains only two components. See, salt water having salt and water, two components only. Sugar water, sugar and water. But this is ternary solution because it having salt, sugar and in water. So total three components are there. That's why it's a ternary solution. Now in solution with suppose we are considering a binary solution. So we are discussing about binary solutions only. For example, salt water. In a solution, the component which is present in less quantity. In salt water, what is present in less quantity? Salt or water? Salt. So salt is called solute. And the one which is contained in high quantity, that is we are calling solvent. So water is solvent. Okay, this is introduction and write definition and solute and solvent. A solution is defined as a homogeneous mixture of two or more chemically homogeneous mixture of two or more chemically non-reacting substances chemically. Non-reacting substances. If a solution consists of only two components, called binary solution. Example of binary solution: salt in water. Sugar in water. Okay, next another definition for ternary solution.
Writing.
Okay, right. Here, if a solution contains consists of.
So this chapter is organic chemistry only, right?
No. Organic chemistry not. This is a new topic. After organic chemistry, one topic is over. Mole concept.
Oh,
This
that
is next
is
topic.
the
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah, topic. Under basic concepts of chemistry, that is one topic. This is another topic.
I didn't understand. First one was that big chapter, structure of atom.
Leave that. That's over. I'm talking about organic chemistry is already completed. Then
Okay,
after
sir.
we completed mole concept.
Yes, sir.
Then you take as a new topic as a solutions.
Okay.
If a solution
can you
consists
move?
of three components, called ternary solution. So example, three component like KCl plus NaCl plus H2O. This is ternary solution. It's completed, Ashish?
No, sir. No, sir.
When do you have school final exams?
Next Monday.
8th March. You also have, Ashish?
No, sir. 15th March.
15th March. You school? Yours, Deepika? Same.
So from 8th March
Okay. It will complete in 1 week?
till 17th.
Oh, it takes 10 days of time nearly.
So for me, it's 15th to 27th.
15th to 27th. Okay, to you also nearly 10 days.
12 days, yes.
Many students not attended today. They have exams.
Yes, sir. So from next week, classes are going to be there because most of the people will have exam.
Okay, then we'll see later. So, of course, some students are now writing exams now.
Yes, sir.
So I think they will come by 8th.
So many schools exam, no, it didn't start till now. They start like on 5th. It hasn't started.
Oh.
4 more days only.
Okay. Okay, then if you don't have class, sir will inform you.
Okay.
Finished?
Yes.
Right. What is the definition of solute and solvent? The component present in smaller amount. Yeah, solution called solute. Called solute. While the other present in large amount. While the other present in larger amount. Is called the solvent.
So according to this, so if we put like way more, like in 100 gram of water, if we put 150 gram of salt, okay, it won't be a solution.
It won't soluble, no?
Sir, if it is super saturated?
Super saturated also what? But 150 grams not soluble. Okay,
Okay,
but
sir,
at a
but
very high temperature, if we maintain soluble. Yeah, we can take
okay,
as a solution, no problem. That time what? Which is in large quantity, NaCl, that becomes solute. So that
okay,
becomes
sir.
solvent. Water
Okay,
becomes
sir.
solute. Okay,
Okay, sir.
completed this?
No, sir, no, sir, just a minute. Yes, sir, done.
See, depending upon physical state of solute and solvent, we have 9 types of solutions. I think you no need, right? Just listen this. We'll discuss in 12th standard about this deep solute and solvent. Suppose solute is solid, solvent is liquid. For example, solid in liquid, you can take salt in water only, right? Or sugar in water. Next, solute is liquid, solvent also liquid. Example, liquid in liquid solution. You can liquid in liquid, alcohol in water, both are mixes, no? So that is also a solution. Gas in liquid, soda water, even all cool drinks, their carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in water. That's gas in liquid. This is 3 types. Next, solid in solid. A solid is present in solid. Alloys, alloy metals, it's solid. All are solids only, right? So that's also one solution. Next, liquid in solid. Liquid in solid. Any examples? We can take under supersaturated solution, high amount of solute is present in, like a salt is present in less amount of water. That's a liquid in solid. Next, a gas in solid. Gas in solid, like foam rubber, pumic stone. So those are comes under gas in solid. And solid in gas, smoke. Liquid in gas, liquid in gas, water vapor or clouds. And last one, gas in gas, gas mixtures, all gas mixture, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, all mixtures if you take, that's also a solution. So this, like this, we have 9 types of solutions are there, but we don't discuss even in 12th also, all 12th. Mostly we are discussing about this is solid in liquid and liquid in liquid, gas in liquids, mostly we are discussing. Already came in 9th. Okay, we deep how it works, the solutions, what and all formulas we are going to write. We are writing for only these 3 types. This is just learning and examples. Suppose if something happen, I mean, we are suffering with some any ill, we are using the tablets or taking injections. But if you see the tablets, they are maintaining in particular milligrams only, correct? Suppose something fever tablet is, they are maintaining exactly 650 milligrams. That's we are calling that is Dolo 650. But if you go for other tablet, they are sometimes maintaining just 200 milligrams only, or some are maintaining only 100 milligrams. So why they need to maintain that much? If dosage level is more, then it affects our body, correct? Not only that simple tablet, if you go for injections, in injections also just milligrams, 10 milligrams or just 5 milligrams of chemical only dissolving in suitable solvent. That is only giving in our, in the form of intravenous injections. So here we need to maintain particular concentration. What is concentration here means? The amount of solute is present in solvent, it is expressed in terms of concentration. Okay, early we can use 2 words. One is diluted, another one concentrated. What is meaning of dilute and concentration? Is it okay? Do you know what is dilute solution?
Yes, sir.
Solute is very less. Suppose we are taking 1 glass of water, that very, very, very less amount of common salt we are adding. Even if you drink, you don't feel that is a salty. That much less amount we are adding. That is dilute. Concentrated means you are taking 1 glass of water, suppose it is 100 ml. If you add nearly 40 or 50 grams of salt if you add, you can say that is a concentrated. But it's not exact. We can't say exactly what is amount of solute in this. I mean, in this how much salt in this also how much amount. We can't say accurately. But simply saying here having less amount, here having more amount of solute. But if we go through this kind of data, even in tablet making or any injection making process or any food material making process or in cosmetics, in those, if you go through this process, it no doubt it will too much affects our body, right? So we need to go at the exact proportion. Think, even in some our food material also it having a very less amount of lead, magnesium, manganese also present in processed food items like chips and noodles. These also contain some chemicals, but they are not uh, means they are giving exactly whatever the quantity is required to our body. If they cross that limit, it affects our body. So how much quantity exactly we need to maintain? That is only we are using the term concentration. So under this concentration, again will come different terms like weight by weight percentages, molarity is very important term, molality, mole fraction. So different kind of terms will comes under concentration. Okay, this all having formulas. I will give now and will solve problems also. Quantity of solute present in solvent expressed in concentration terms. So here concentration terms, first one W by W per small w by capital W percentage. This is in bracket we are giving weight percentage. So write this point, after that subheading, keep small subheading weight by weight percentage. Mass percentage of a solute in a solution. Mass percentage of solute in a solution is the mass of the solute in gram present in 100 gram of the solution. Mass percentage is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Next concentration term is strength. Strength. The strength of a solution is defined as the strength of a solution is defined as the amount of the solute in grams amount of the solute in grams present per liter of the solution. This is very simple formula. Mass of solute divided by mass of total solution into 100. That is mass percentage. And strength is how much amount of solute in grams present in 1 liter of solution. So right here, strength is equal to mass of solute in grams, mass of the solute in grams divided by volume of solution in liters that's all. No, not 100. Strength is not 100. Okay. Next concentration term, important one, molarity. It is denoted with capital M. Right. The molarity of a solution is defined as the number of moles of the solute present per liter of solution. Okay, yes, you have to write formula. Completed formula, Ashish. Strength formula.
Yes, sir.
Molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liters. Simply this is writing as small n by V. N is number of moles, V is volume of solution. Another way, or we are using this formula frequently. Number of moles formula is mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume of solution in ml. Volume of solution in ml. This formula we are using frequently. Formula form m is equal to mass of solute small m, its molecular weight or molecular mass, into 1000 by V in ml. So units of molarity is mole per liter. So molarity over. Next, molality. Fourth one, this is molality, small m. The definition. The molality of a solution is defined as the number of moles of the solute dissolved in dissolved in 1 kg. So in bracket 1000 gram of the solvent. So here molality formula, small difference, number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilograms. Small difference. In molarity we are using volume of solution, but here we are using in denominator mass of solvent. So number of moles of solute formula, mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by mass of solvent in grams. Molarity is equal to mass of solute or provide this also small m, no? You take solute divided by molecular weight into 1000 by solvent mass in grams.
molarity you wrote, right?
Molality different, molality different.
Okay, sir.
Term. Only this one term changes here. 1000 by is there no? Mass of solvent we are using in grams, but
Okay,
in
sir.
molarity we use volume of solution.
Okay, sir.
Okay, first we'll solve problems based on these 4
So just a
concentration
minute,
terms.
writing.
Additionally, I will give you 2 more concentration terms later. Okay, one dilution formula I didn't give.
So just a
Okay,
minute,
write
writing.
this.
So what is MWT?
Molecular weight, molecular mass of solute or molecular weight of solute. Same only, this only I wrote here.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Dilution formula. Initial molarity of solution is M1 and its volume V1. If solution is diluted to V2, then molarity changes to M2. Then molarity changes to M2. So formula is just M1 V1 equal to M2 V2. And how this problem says what is its initial molarity and volumes are giving and final volume also giving, calculate what is its concentration. Any 3 terms are there giving, one we have to calculate. Okay, next neutralization formula. If acid or base, wait. In acid-base neutralization reactions, acid-base neutralization process, unknown concentration of acid or base calculated by the following formula.
Just a minute writing. So what had you written there?
Here,
Yes, sir.
initial molarity of solution.
Okay, sir. Just a minute.
So here we are doing acid-base neutralization reaction. No? See one example reaction. N1 moles of acid reacted with N2 moles of base. We know it gives X moles of water and Y moles of salt. Sorry, water and Y moles of salt. So formula is M1 V1 by N1 of acid is equal to M2 V2 by N2 of base. So what is M1 here? Molarity of acid. V1 is volume of acid. N1 is number of moles of acid. M2 is molarity of base. V2 is N2 is number of moles of base. Okay, now we'll solve problems. Completed this, Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Write these formulas. Right. A solution is prepared by adding problem. Solution is prepared by adding 2 grams of a substance A to 18 grams of water. Calculate the mass percentage of the solute. Calculate the mass percentage of the solute. See, what is mass of solute? Ashish,
Yes, sir.
how many grams of solute this is?
2.
2. Solvent mass?
18.
18. Okay. First, write mass of solution.
Sir, 10%.
Mass of
10% of
solution.
solute.
Okay. Mass of solution is equal to 2 plus 18, 20. Now, mass percentage of solute equal to mass of solute is 2 grams divided by total mass of solution 20 into 100. How much it is?
10%.
10 only, no? Okay.
Yes.
So 10%. Next problem.
So just a minute.
I'm writing down. Calculate the molarity of NaOH. In the solution prepared by dissolving it's 4 grams in enough water to form 250 ml of the solution. First of all, write the what is given data. What is given in the problem? Volume of solution also given. Then calculate molar mass of solute.
So NaOH or NOOH?
NaOH.
Common salt.
No, sodium hydroxide, that is.
Oh, okay, sir. Yes.
Given is mass of solute. NaOH only mass of solute, that is 4 grams. Molar mass of solute. What is molar mass of NaOH? Calculate from the formula. How much? 40. Volume of solution?
Yes, sir.
250 ml. This is 40 grams. Right, better to right side. Na is 23 plus 16 plus 1 is equal to 40. Now write molarity formula. Mass of solute divided by its molecular weight into 1000 by volume of solution. Substitute. Mass of solute is 4. Molar mass 40 into 1000 divided by volume of solution is 250. Tell me how much it is. Very good. 0.4 units for molarity, mole per liter. Completed, Ashish?
No, sir. Just a
Next problem. How many grams of NaOH should be dissolved to make 100 centimeter cube of 0.15 m NaOH solution? So try this problem. Molarity given now. This is molarity 0.15 m. This is you have to calculate. Molecular weight, that is NaOH. Calculate and write. 100. Volume of solution 100. So there is 1000 by 100. First write formula, then substitute. Oh, centimeter cube means ml. 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 ml. So 100 centimeter cube is equal to 100 ml.
Sir, can you solve it?
See, molarity given as 0.15. Mass of solute we have to calculate. What is molecular weight of NaOH?
40.
40 into 1000 by volume of solution. 100 centimeter cube means 100 ml only. 1
100
centimeter
ml.
cube is equal to 1 ml, or even 1 decimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. Better to write these units. 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 ml. Suppose 1 decimeter cube means 1 liter. So here write 100. Then mass is equal to coming as 0.6 grams. It's a little difficult question. I will only solve this question. Commercially available concentrated hydrochloric acid contains contains 38% HCl by mass. First one. A is, what is the molarity of the solution? What is molarity of the solution? In bracket, the density is 1.19 gram per centimeter cube. Second one is, what volume of concentrated hydrochloric acid is required? Required to make to make 1 liter of 0.1 m HCl. Okay, see how to answer this. So 38% HCl by mass, what is its meaning? 38, it means? Okay, that means 38 grams. If we take 100 grams of solution, in that 38 grams is HCl only, right? That is only meaning of 38% HCl by mass. Okay, first point, write that. 38% HCl by mass means in 100 grams of solution, 38 grams is HCl. 38 grams is HCl. Okay. Now we know what is mass of HCl is 38 grams. What is molar mass of HCl?
So HCl is 36.5.
Molar mass of HCl is equal to 36.5 grams. Note down that also. So from this given, we written this point. And in the problem, density also given 1.19. So what is the density formula? So I'm rubbing this 1.19. No?
Mass by volume.
Density is equal to mass of solution. We are applying for solution. Okay, that's what I'm writing. Okay. Okay, I will clear. Mass of solution divided by volume of solution. Okay, this is all in the formula, mass by volume. But it is different density. If you go for solids, we are writing directly mass by volume. But here we are applying for solution. That's what mass of solution by volume of solution. Density is there. Mass of solution also we know 100 grams. Yes, no. In 100 grams of solution, according to this 38% means in 100 grams solution, 38 grams is HCl. Okay. Anyhow, calculate volume of solution. Volume of solution is equal to mass of solution divided by density. Mass of solution how much? This is mass of solution. You have to take 100 grams. Percentage is given. That's what we are taking. Mass of solution 100 grams divided by volume of density. Already in problem given 1.19. Calculate this. How much it gives? How much? You have to get 84.03. Remember, okay, directly take 84. Okay, fine. 84 ml. Volume of solution we are carrying 84 ml. Now substitute in molarity formula, right? Molarity formula. Molarity formula. Mass of solute and divided by molar mass of solute 1000 by volume of solution. Mass of solute 38 grams. Molar mass of solute 36.5 into 1000 by volume of solution 84. Calculate this, that's only final answer. So concentration of HCl, that is. How much? Tell me, closer value, tell me. Deepika? The 12.4. 12.4 mole per liter. This is. Anyhow, what is B question? Read carefully. B question. A question is over. We calculated. What is concentration of HCl? B question. Now we have concentration of HCl is 12.4. No, this is we diluted to 0.1 mole, right? Yeah, this got diluted to 0.1 mole, and we prepared 1 liter of solution. Then how much volume we have to take this one? That is the question, right? See how to solve the B1. Concentration of HCl is equal to, so right here M1 is equal to 12.4 liter per mole, sorry, mole per liter. Next, volume of HCl, V1. This is we have to calculate. Next, after dilution, concentration of HCl is 0.1 mole per liter, and volume of HCl, this is, sorry, M2. M2 is equal to 0.1 mole per liter. and V2 is 1 liter, means 1000 ml. What is formula we have to apply? This is a dilution formula. See what is dilution formula? Hmm, 8.06. Okay, correct. Answer is 8 point. Formula, what formula you applied? Correct. M1 V1 equal to M2 V2. Here they're asking what is V1. M2 V2 by M1. M2 is 0.1 into 1000 divided by M1 is 12.4. We are getting this is 8 point. So if we take 8.06 ml of concentrated HCl and it is diluted to 1000 ml, 1000 liter, I mean, sorry, 1000 of 1 liter, then that's concentration becomes 0.1 only. Okay, we'll see neutralization reaction. Calculate the volume of NaOH, volume of 0.1 m NaOH required to neutralize completely of 0.05 m of 20 ml of H2SO4. Okay. H2SO4 solution. Okay, so this is neutralization reaction. First of all, we have to write a chemical reaction between H2SO4 and NaOH, right? No, chemical reaction between NaOH and H2SO4. NaOH H2SO4, it gives Na2SO4 and water. Balance this equation. Balance first chemical reaction. Here is 2 NaOH. Here is 2. Balance enough. Now, in neutralization reaction formula is M1 V1 by N1 acid equal to M2 V2 by N2 base. So acid is H2SO4. See how to substitute. What is molarity of H2SO4? 0.05 m of 20 ml of H2SO4 solution. So 0.05 is H2SO4 concentration. 0.05 into how much its volume? 20 ml divided by N1. N1 is the number of moles. Here we are using 1 only. So write 1 equal to M2. Molarity of NaOH is 0.1 m. And V2 we have to calculate. And N2 is 2 moles. So calculate V2 from this. How much? Very good. 20 only will come. 20 ml. Okay. So these are the problems. Still there. Some other problems also there. Those are related to other concentration terms. You will see in next class if possible. Okay. Okay. So copy this answer and then leave class.